Hello once again, my good friends at Top 10 Central. Hope you're doing well, you're looking well. My name's Taylor, and today I'm going to be reacting to things for your viewing pleasure and your entertainment. 2022, that was kind of a year. I feel like every year we think we've hit the peak for how much craziness and nonsense we can fit into a year, and then every single year afterwards, we learn just exactly how weird things can get. There's always room to grow. But today we're going to look back at some of the funnier moments, some of the brighter moments, some of the pop culture moments, some of the hilarious pop culture moments even. This is top 10 hilarious 2022 pop culture moments we simply can't forget. Starting us off, Will Smith and Chris Rock's 2022 Oscars incident. Actually, yeah, how could I forget that? That's one of the craziest things I'd ever seen on TV, and probably the only interesting thing that has ever happened at the Oscars in like ever. I've never really cared about the Oscars. Why would you? They never give awards to the movies I like. Pacific Rim didn't get an Oscar. John Wick didn't get an Oscar, so I don't care. But stuff like this actually gets me viewed. This gets me interested. I thought it was so funny how much like culture and like discussion and backlash there was around this thing. Like it wasn't just anything but like two millionaires having a tantrum on stage, you know? Like it was two guys at prom got into a fight, but we acted like it was this huge cultural moment. It was hilarious. I think that's all that it was. I think if you have any opinion on it other than, wow, that's hilarious that happened on live TV, you're thinking too much about it. But that's me personally. When the roasting your girl was funny, but then you remember she was your ride home. That actually is funny, because yeah, I mean, yeah, you can see, like, he was laughing at first, and then he, like, turned to Jada and was like, oh, should I go hit him? How it found me. I hope this email finds you well. Yeah, oh man, there was a deluge of memes of Chris Rock getting slapped memes. He took it, like, so well, I think. I mean, like, physically. Look at his form. Like, he gets hit, just recoils, and Will Smith's, like, CQC pose there. The whole thing was framed like a Renaissance painting. Just gorgeous. Watching Kendall Jenner cut a cucumber really makes me question why I'm not more successful in life. Oh, she's putting that close to her thumb. As a seasoned former line cook and prep cook, don't like the way she's cutting that cucumber. Making me very nervous. I would take the knife away from her and I would show her how to do it. Put your hands like this. I don't know the context of this clip though. I'm guessing she cut a cucumber bad. It looks like she cut a cucumber pretty bad. Oh wow, yeah. Just from the still image I'm getting here. Yeah, there's probably a good chance this woman genuinely never has like cut a cucumber. I assume she's only ever had cucumbers cut for her. House of the Dragon star stirred up this cocktail. Yeah, I liked House of the Dragon. I thought it was pretty cool. I think it's so fascinating. The Game of Thrones was this like cultural juggernaut, you know? Everybody watched Game of Thrones. Everybody loved Game of Thrones. And then the last season happened, and I have never seen a piece of media or a fandom that has turned so much. For a while after, like Game of Thrones, like you couldn't say it without someone just shaking their head. Like everybody's years worth of love dried up in an instant. They got their tattoos removed. They renamed their daughters that were named Khaleesi. Like, I didn't think House of the Dragon was gonna work at all. I thought it was just gonna totally bomb and like all the goodwill for Game of Thrones was gone. But no, it rocked. Matt Smith was great. Actress who played Rhaenyra was great. I don't remember her name right now. I'm very sorry. But yeah, very cool stuff. I enjoyed it.
What's your drink of choice?
A Negroni.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Magliato. With Prosecco in it.
Oh, stunning.
Yeah, that's a fancy drink of choice. Mine's water, because I'm driving later. So this was like a big deal, I guess, that I just totally missed out on. I follow like 6 people on Twitter, and they're mostly my friends, and we mostly just use it to make inside jokes with each other. So all of this, I missed out on, but I'm glad to be getting it now. Oh, Heidi Klum as the worm! Yeah! Yeah, I'm definitely not forgetting Heidi Klum going full, like, Duke Leto Atreides II, and going full worm. Yeah, I loved Heidi Klum in the worm. Good on her. No notes, just good on her. Oh man, what do you think it feels like? Do you think it's like rubbery? Do you think it's wet?
That's what she said.
I think it's a little bit wet. I think she had people moisturize her before she went to this Halloween party. I think they covered her in a very thin membrane of viscous goo so that anybody touching her all night was getting worm residue on their hands.
That's what she said!
Just to really make the costume that much more immersive. Oh wow, yeah. It still would? Oh man, yeah. This is the thing that happened in 2022, I guess. I'm gonna be honest, I went out of my way to not like pay attention to this whatsoever. I like actively had to work against it because it was all anybody was talking about for so long. I'm not saying I'm a centrist, I just don't care. Yeah, that trial was like millions of people watched it, millions. Like it was like one of the most viewed trials of all time. That's insane to me.
My dog stepped on a bee. My dog stepped on a bee.
Objection, relevance.
That's a weird to me, you know, that like there was like a fandom about this court case. Now, obviously they're very big actors with pre-existing fan bases already, but there was like a culture about this. People were making memes, people were making fan cams, people were making like funny TikTok animations. But at the core, like, it's a domestic abuse trial. That's so bizarre to be like making memes and making fan art about a domestic abuse trial. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm really not plugged into the internet as this video is showing.
So the incident was May 21st, 2016. All right, this is my last question. You testified in response to Mr. Presidio's questions that you testified truthfully in all of these occasions. Did you testify truthfully to everything that you testified in response to my questions today?
That's correct.
All right.
I did.
I don't get it. This is the most like footage of this trial that I've ever seen. So wrong guy sitting in the chair for this one.
Yeah, tell me about it.
But here I am.
Oh, yes. There you are.
There we go. I knew Spitgate would come up. We had to. That was admittedly pretty funny. I didn't see this movie. I don't think many people did. But I was fascinated by like the press junkets and the culture around it. Oh my God. I hope that one clip of like Harry Styles where he's like sitting in the interview and he's like, oh, it's like a movie. It feels like a movie, you know? It's that you go into a theater and you sit and you watch it and you pay for your ticket for admission and you buy a popcorn and you watch a story. He's just like describing the concept of a movie like he's never heard of one before and he's trying to describe it to an alien. I hope that clip is up there. He spit. Like, he definitely spit, Sora. I'm a spit truther. He definitely did it. Chris Pine looked down in his lap. I just think Chris Pine is such a consummate professional. He knew not to say anything about it. People trying to say, yeah, that was just me 5 seconds ago. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this movie feels like a movie. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, here it is. Hey. I called it.
You know,
That's
my
great.
favorite thing about the movie is like it feels like a movie. It feels like a real like, you know, go to the theater film movie that, you know, you kind of, the reason why you go to watch something on the big screen.
And you like see his like neck like bulging and sweating while he's like choking down his words to not cut him off. Oh yeah, Adam Levine's Weird Sexts. Yeah, that was really big for like 5 minutes, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm guessing I'm gonna see excerpts of them. Everybody was making fun of him for this, and you should. You know, he's a big celebrity, and it's fun to make fun of celebrities. But the core of the issue, like how else are you supposed to text like that? They're gonna cut all of this. They're gonna cut everything I'm saying right now. But how else are you supposed to text in that sort of scenario? It's a difficult field, and they do not teach you that in school, and it's kind of one of those things you just have to figure out for yourself. And you know, no comments. Olivia Wilde's adulterous salad dressing. What? I never heard of this. This over my head, man. I genuinely have no idea what we're talking about right now. I'm sorry. I'm not on Twitter and TikTok much. I don't get this. Stranger Things. Oh yeah, we loved Eddie, man. We loved Eddie. Not me. I was always a Steve Harrington guy. Steve Harrington till the day I die. I feel like they made it way too obvious that Eddie was gonna die when he showed up and he was the new like quirky cool character, and that's what they've done on like the last 3 seasons of Stranger Things. Every time somebody like cool and lovable shows up is that they end up being the one guy who dies. So I didn't think it was super surprising, but it was definitely a pretty cool moment, and got Zoomers listening to Master of Puppets, which is pretty cool.
I love
Oh, I forgot he's British. Yeah, weird.
It's always good. It's not always good actually, but when it's good, it's good.
It's really good.
Do you like this? Do you like what I'm doing?
Doing it.
What are you doing later? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm such a sucker for them.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And it slides off the bone so perfectly and leaves the fish skeleton.
Yeah.
You're like, I think I'm a chef now.
And you take it home.
Yeah. You take the fish skeleton home. Yeah.
My favourite drink is, you know, just fucking like filthy martini.
Oh yeah, when Doja Cat was beefing with that like little boy. When Doja Cat was beefing with that little child. Yeah, that was funny. Uncut Jahhhms, yeah. Oh man, I love that movie. Saw it like genuinely like 3 or 4 times the week it came out. Very sad I never got to see it in the theater. Julia Fox was amazing in it. She's a wild one though. Wild woman. I like that she like kind of monetized this one. Like there's now like Uber Eats ads about her saying like Uncut Jahhhms and stuff. But it was funny. Yeah, weird way to pronounce. Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it from the mouth
Would you, because
of the
everyone's
babe
like, would you
herself.
consider yourself Ye's muse?
Benny Safdie's muse.
Yeah, a little, maybe.
What does it even mean to no one that's ever been? Because I remember you were like, this is not the first time that I like. What is a muse?
I mean, I was Josh Safdie's muse when he wrote Uncut Jahhhms.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like things like that. Like I think people make it seem a little more dramatic than it is.
She didn't even say it that funny. She's just a hot girl with like a valley accent. Well, there we go, my friends. I loved that little trip down memory lane. I loved learning about new things that I had never heard about, and I loved re-experiencing 2022 with you all. I hope you had a great year. I hope you have an even better year next year, and I hope you're still here next year to watch Top 10 Central. Thanks so much, and take it easy. Put that up proper so you guys can really appreciate this one. Oh, we're still on Kendall Jenner Cut the Cucumber. Okay. There's no good place to sit. I don't know why we do it like this. There's gotta be a better way to put the camera at the desk. Because if I move it like ever so slightly, that's it. You're not seeing me anymore. Dune Atreides, come on, man. Duke Leto Atreides II. Sorry, forgive me. He just... Oh, what the oh my God. What? Oh, the batteries died mid-film. Very sorry about that, editing department. Camera's battery, you can't trust it. But I'm back. Forget what I was reacting to. I can start mid-react. I'm sorry, I'm insufferable.